24 minutes after 11 o'clock, as promised, we have a new artist that we're going to feature here today right here on the Ojo Sumo. It's an artist that you all should get accustomed to because she hails right here from TNT and she sings some beautifully organized music. That's the best type of words I can take to describe the type of artist and the type of music that she puts out there. Let's welcome Annalie Prime. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, good morning. Blessings to everyone locked on.
Blessings to you as well, Annalie. Now tell me, first question that is going to come to mind. Who is Annalie? So let's start off with a nice little introduction. How old are you?
I am 26 years old.
26 years. And where do you hail from? Where do you reside?
I am residing in Chase Village right now. From Chase Village, born and grew.
Ah, boy. So what is the atmosphere like in Chase Village? Because I never hear nobody come from Chase Village and tell me, well, hey, Chase Village had this, had that. What is Chase Village known for?
Chase Village is extremely quiet. When it is busy, it's because of business. We have lots of clay, mechanics,
right.
Roti.
I think the person that does my tent as well to some Chase Village. I know you all have a lot of tent job.
Yes.
Well, I just come down Chase Village.
Chase Village is the land of mechanics and cars and
Definitely. You know, all right, so you're 24 and you live in Chase Village. Now we know that you're an artist, but what type of music do you sing? What genre do you dabble in?
Right. So most of my music is fusion, right? There's never really a track that is straight hip hop or straight R&B. Most of it is fusion, and I'm gonna just bite from Jimmy October and call it New Calypso because it really is me putting in my roots and everything that I've gotten from Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean and putting it into genres that I enjoy. You know.
So it's more of a Trinbago infused genre, we could call it then.
Definitely, yes.
Now, you said that you fuse genres. Like I noticed you called Jimmy October, so which means you have done hip-hop. You would have fused a Trinbagonian culture with hip-hop. But have you ever tried fusing other types of genre of music, like, say, for instance, a dancehall or a soca? Have you dabbled in that as well, too? In fusing those two?
More so on the calypso side and the reggae side. Okay. Yeah.
And what inspired you? Who inspired you to go down this road in terms of choosing this type of music?
Okay, so my international influences are Lauryn Hill and bands like Queen and The Police. And on the West Indian side of things, my influences are Bob Marley. And from here, Nappy Myers, Melanie Hudson. So I would grow up hearing top tier music from Trinidad.
Ah, boy.
You know? Yeah. And that's something that affects me, that type of music that I grew up listening to, David Rudder, Ella Andel. And I really wanted to represent that, but with the other music that I like as well. And so it was a couple of years of trying to find that sound, and I feel I found it now.
Who introduced you to this type of music? How did you stumble upon these artists? Is it something that you probably heard them once or twice? Mommy and daddy used to play it home and they say, wait, but this music real bad. How were you introduced to it?
Most of it is in passing because I grew up in a Christian home, and so there'll be a lot of gospel. So people like Nappy Myers, Ella Andel, it would be what was playing on the TV, what was playing on TTT, what was playing on Channel 4, that type of thing. Yeah.
Channel 4, you say?
And yeah.
So what? So He-Man and thing used to be a cartoon, then?
Yeah.
Oh God,
for sure.
All right,
so that's how I would hear secular music. Yeah. And probably sometimes on the adult contemporary traveling in taxis. Yeah, that's how I would hear them.
Now, saying that you came from a Christian home and you said something that you started to sing somewhat, or you started dabbling in secular music. How did your family take that, seeing that they are Christians? Were they supportive? Were they not supportive? How was it?
Yeah, my parents are cool parents, they're not like well, at the time I started singing, I was a little bit older. And as we got older, they started letting us, go out in the world and, try to figure out things for ourselves. So my parents is not like, don't do this or don't do that. But it took them a while to really get into the whole singer,
So one would imagine
accept that.
One would imagine that they are fully supportive. They play your tracks at home. as well too?
Yeah,
Well, right.
yeah.
So
now we're running smooth now.
Well, all right. So you have a full support system with you. You are inspired based on the artists you would have listened to, and you are now fusing these music with your own Trinbagonian culture. Now, I know that you have an album you would have released in September last year, if I believe, correct?
Yes. I brought out an album.
Tell us about the album. What is the name of the album? And give us some details as to what the album entails.
Sure. The name of the album is I Think Too Much. And what it is sort of like a compilation of journal entries. So you would get really deep songs, some songs talking about some really deep topics,
right,
and some songs talking about love. But it's really a sort of reflection of the 2 years before that. Me just speaking about topics in life that I may not have figured out or have figured out, you know?
So it's more of an expression of a thought then, expression of what you would have transpired over the past 2 years.
Definitely.
Somewhat.
That's what it is.
Because notice it had love inside it, it had things that would have happened that you can sing about and express yourself. Now, on this album, I know that you love every single track on your album. I'm not trying to put you on one side, but there must be one particular song from this album that you can say, yeah, boy, this year is from my heart. What song is that?
That song is Goodbyes.
Why?
The reason why is because that was the biggest lesson I learned in those 2 years. Saying goodbye was always something very dreaded to me.
True that.
Saying goodbye to people who still here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was able to process death and stuff, but people who I have to walk away from, or you know, that kind of goodbyes is something that really hit home for me. And so every time I sing that song, I remember learning that lesson. Yeah.
And goodbyes come in so many different formats. Like for instance, I talk about goodbyes. One of the most hurtful goodbyes for me. You see that transition from primary school to secondary school? Locking up all your friends and them, but I mean, you ain't locking them up because you have to, you know. It's just because you're all probably going on different paths. They pass at that school, then pass at that school. So you might see them again. And the same thing goes at graduation ceremonies. When you, it's such a bittersweet feeling, boy. Like, all right, I understand that I get to graduate, but oh God, boy, I'm not going to see all you again, boy. So I can relate. I can relate. Now, let's talk about the album. The name of the album is what again? Just remind me once more.
I Think Too Much.
I Think Too Much. Now, you highlighted Goodbyes. Now, is there any other song on that album you want to feature today or you want to share with us here today?
Definitely. No Intermission is the soundtrack right now.
No Intermission.
No Intermission is about, it's set in COVID period.
Right.
And really, it's talking about the resilience of the West Indian spirit. And I might be a little bit biased because I'm West Indian too, but I believe that we have a special ability, why I don't know, but we have a special ability to understand that, we're going through struggles, we're going through this, but to bounce back or to keep going and to find happiness within moments, to find joy within moments, even though we may be struggling, you know, and understanding that this too shall pass.
True that.
Nothing will stay forever. I feel West Indians understand that the best. So this song is kind of a tribute to that West Indian resilience to keep on keeping on. Yeah.
Now, how long does this album take you to compile? Because how many tracks on the album? It's how many?
11 tracks.
And how long did it take you to compile these tracks in them here?
I started last year in COVID, probably end of February, and finished around around May, so yeah.
So we can safely say that this album is somewhat of a COVID-produced album. When I say COVID-produced, I mean that it's inspired you because you're real time in hand as artists and entertainers. You have nothing much to do again besides be creative. So I want to guess that you took this time that you're going to be home to write and put together this well-formatted album. And this is actually the end result of this. So as much as you are saying that the song that you tell us about your No Intermission, it says a lot about resilience. It says a lot about you as well too, because this time and this space that we have during this COVID time gave us plenty of time to be creative. So it's
so true.
Ah boy. Now, well, without any further ado, I want you, Annalie, to introduce this song off of your album first. Let the entire audio world hear it, and let's have a good feel about this music that you're bringing to us here. You go ahead. The floor is yours.
All right.
Go.
Okay. Trinidad and Tobago, I am Annalie Prime, and this next track you're about to hear is No Intermission. Hope you enjoy.
Let's take it in.
I could have never had a penny to save up, but I was living in a country around. And baby, nothing ever trouble we too long. No, we don't need no intermission. It could have be a sad life on paper, but in a real we did have a good time. The world was burning down, I remember, but in a real we did live up with life. No intermission, 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 no intermission. What we this, yes sir? Keep on keeping on. What we this, yes sir? Keep on keeping on. I could have never had a penny to save up, but I was living in a country around. And baby, nothing ever trouble we too long. No, we don't need no intermission. It could have be a sad life on paper, but in a real we did have a good time. The world was burning down, I remember, but in a real we did live up with life. No intermission, 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 no intermission. What we this, yes sir? Keep on keeping on. What we this, yes sir? Keep on keeping on. What we this, yes sir? Keep on keeping on. What we this, yes sir? Keep on keeping on. The pressure give me depression on a Thursday, so on the Friday was a national holiday. I coulda never tell me nothing about Sunday, but I did pray, oh God I did pray. It coulda be a sad life on paper, but in a real we did have a good time. The world was burning down, I remember, but in a real we did live up with life. No intermission, 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 no intermission. What we this, yes sir? Keep on keeping on. What we this, yes sir? Keep on keeping on. What we this, yes sir? Keep on keeping on. What we this, yes sir? Keep on keeping on. No intermission, 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 no intermission. What we this, yes sir? Keep on keeping on. What we this, yes sir? Keep on keeping on. What we this, yes sir? Keep on keeping on. What we this, yes sir? Keep on keeping on. What we this, yes sir? Keep on keeping.
Track number 11 off of an album, a 11-track album that is called I Think Too Much. She goes by the name of Annalie Prime. Annalie, let me tell you something. I want to talk Trini to you. I really like this tune, fam. I'm telling you because at the end of it all, exactly what you spoke about prior to us releasing this tune to the audio world. It's right there
Right.
in terms of you infusing your Trinbagonian culture with all the artists that inspired you over the years, and then actually relaying a message that we can all relate to because we can't take a break.
Yeah.
We cannot.
For sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow,
We had to
wow.
keep on going, keep on creating for real.
Definitely, because I mean,
Yeah.
at the end of it, all that we are complaining about now, it's still going to be there whether we complain about it or not. So
Definitely.
we have to find out we can get out of this, boy, and push on and make sure
Definitely.
that we keep motivated. And I'm telling you, I'm not the only one I'm going to be saying this, but I'm pretty sure everyone inside the Ojo world is going to be fully appreciative of this particular track. Most of the entire album, but I see this track here again.
Yeah. I appreciate that full 100, man.
Nah. Keep up the good work, fam. Keep up the good work. Tell us something. Who worked on these tracks? Is it one particular producer rather, that did all the tracks, or what was the efforts like?
So like as you were saying previously, it is a COVID project. So all of the production was done by me. It was a little home vibes.
Wait. Pull back a little bit. So you mean to tell me that you wrote this song? You wrote all the songs on this album here, and you also produced it by yourself too?
Definitely, 100%.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Nah, that is talent. But is producing something that you did all the time, or is it some a trait or a talent that you developed during this COVID time?
Nah, most of the stuff I know how to do, I learned over the years to accommodate my voice, to kind of make a package, you know? And so it really came in handy for COVID when I wasn't really able to, go around and meet different people. So it came in handy for this album too.
You song just like me, because some people because you want us go there. Tell me if I lie. The reason that you develop this particular talent in terms of producing, because if I like when you go back produce and you sing a thing, it's not coming out how I envision it in my mind. So better do my thing myself.
I really do hear things a specific way,
Yeah.
But
I feel it.
Same way.
I feel it. Well, keep up the good works, fam. Tell us how we can link up with you on social media, how persons can interact with you. Tell us where is the album located, where can we get it, how can we get our hands on it. Tell us.
All right. So the album is on all streaming platforms. It is also on YouTube. The entire album is on YouTube. YouTube.com/Annalie Prime. I am on all social media, Instagram, Twitter /Annalie Prime.
Right.
And everything is together on my website, AnnaliePrimeMusic.com. So you could go and check it out.
So you build a website for yourself too? I feel.
Yes, I
know that, boy. A multi-talented artist, a jack of all trades, as we can see. All right, so Annalie Prime, we wish you all the best. Continue delivering all the good music that we need in this time, and especially that No Intermission song. I am going to have that song on repeat. And those of you all in the Ojo world, if you all come across this interview, which is going to be on a YouTube channel later, be sure get familiar with the tracks in this album, especially this No Intermission, because we need that motivation. We need to be resilient in this year time. All right, so
I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Likewise, and I look forward to hearing what you're going to learn again after this, because you're telling me you just produce, you just write, you just sing, you build your own website. So next time we talk, I want to hear what else you have learned during the time frame, all right?
Yeah, man.
All right, so keep going, Annalie.
For sure.
All right.
You too, man. Take care.
Wow. What a talented artist. Let's get back to the music now, Clyde, and after that we have our trending stories, yeah? 961, the Ojo Sumo. Be sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel today, so you don't miss out on these type of interviews and these first-hand glances of these music. Infectious music, we call it.
Cool and Dre.
Wow.